Assalamu alaikum, namaste, shalom and good day. You are listening to Awaz Community Radio. And today on the radio, we'll be talking to the Greater Manchester Fire and Rescue Service. Now, to get in touch with us, our number is 0161 839 9817. You can tweet us at Awaz Radio 122 or catch us on Facebook. Just type in Awaz Community Radio. Thank you for listening to Awaz Community Radio. Your host for today is Syra. Now, following the incidents at Grenfell Tower in London, we have local residents with concerns, particularly within high-rise premises. So that's why we've invited the fire service into the studio to answer some questions that listeners have. Now, the first two guests who will be speaking to us are John and Safina, who will be focusing on prevention and safety. Hi, John. Hi, Safina.
Hi, Syra. I'm John Hill, so I'm the Fire Protection Manager for Greater Manchester Fire and Rescue Service. What this means is I run the team that's responsible for fire safety in businesses. That's our primary role, but another strand to this is we also work closely with housing providers from the local authority, etc., and that's in relation to safety within blocks of flats, so that's why we can talk about today. I've also got Safina with me.
Hi Sarah, assalamu alaikum to you and the listeners.
So John, can you tell us how many high-rises do you have in Greater Manchester?
So in Greater Manchester we've got approximately 465 high-rise residential buildings. In Manchester we've been really proactive following the tragedy at Grenfell. We've already done fire safety inspections at over a quarter of these premises. And as I've said, we've worked closely with housing providers, local authority, and done joint inspections to cover all these.
Great stuff. And what are your priorities, would you say, for Greater Manchester Fire and Rescue Service?
I think from the fire services point of view, there's three main strands. We have three main priorities. Firstly, obviously, reassuring the public following the tragedy, but also for our operational crews to gather intelligence so they're best prepared if they actually turn out to an incident at a high-rise. Going on from that, we've got fire safety compliance, making sure that the buildings are safe. And that's where we've been meeting up with housing providers, the local authority to carry this out. And then we also have the third strand, which is our fire prevention team. And they offer safe and wells to residents. So if you're living in a block of flats, if you've got any concerns, we'll give you the phone number after that you can contact us and we can arrange for a member of either an operational crew or a member of our fire prevention team to come out and visit you and actually talk about safety within your actual home.
That's great. And like you said, as one of your strands is about reassurance, and we're glad you're here on the radio helping to reassure our listeners. Now, what messages would you like to give to any listeners who are worried and who are living currently in a high-rise?
Well, as you've said, it's reassuring them really. We are visiting every single residential high-rise within Greater Manchester. As you can imagine, that's quite a big task. We've got 465. But we're visiting them from a fire protection point of view, making sure the building's safe. We've got the ops crews out there doing the visits, gathering information so that they know when they turn out exactly what they need to do. And we've got the prevention team, so that's the reassurance side. But the message from the fire service still remains that if you're aware of a fire within your premises, even if it's a block of flats, our message will still be get out, stay out and call us out. Yeah, if your landlord's told you differently, that's their decision, and that's following their fire risk assessment for the premises and also following their checks that they've made to make sure that the building will support that. So that's their message, and you can go along with that. But from a fire service point of view, if you've got any concerns, you might be affected by smoke or fire or anything like that, then they can still get out, stay out and call us out.
Now, as I said, the reason we're having this radio show today is because of the incident at Grenfell Tower, and there are local residents in Greater Manchester with concerns. So how do our listeners raise any concerns that they have?
Yeah, Syra, well, actually, to have a fire these days is quite rare. And what we want to iterate is, you must have a working smoke alarm. So that's one of the reasons why we come out and visit. However, we don't have chip fires as much these days, but people do cook with hot oils. And there is that also other aspect around loose clothing. So when you're near your cooker, tie your scarf around tight, or if you're in your own home and it's private, take it off completely. And then you're safe when you're doing your cooking. So we do offer Safe and Wells, a home safety check, where our prevention team and the firefighters as well can come and visit and carry out a safe and well visit, and they can offer you a smoke alarm, a free smoke alarm, and fit that for you as well. So the number is 0800 55 5815, and also obviously you can contact us on our website as well.
Thank you very much to John and Sofina for coming in to talk about prevention and trying to offer reassurances to residents in Greater Manchester. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, we also have Jane and Steve from Greater Manchester Fire and Rescue Service who are going to be focusing on fire service recruitment today. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hi Sarah,
Hiya.
I'm Jane, hi.
So, would you like to tell us what can someone do in order to become a firefighter?
Sure, well I think prior to that you have to have certain personal attributes as a requirement for becoming a firefighter. You need the right attitude. It's about patience, compassion, mental and physical strength, along with other sort of requirements would be things like you need to be 18 plus, you've got to have a driving licence, and you need to be allowed to work in the UK. So that's what you would need from a personal side of you and from a practical side of you to actually be joining the fire service.
So, who can apply?
Well, myself, I've been operational firefighter for 15 years now, and I'm just seconded over to the recruitment department, the talent and attraction team. We're actually trying to reflect the diversity of our community to provide the best service possible. So we are recruiting men, women, and people with different skills, cultural awareness, different languages. So it is a job for everyone. It's not the perception we have of the typical fireman Sam anymore. We have moved on from that, and we're very, very community reflective of our community now in the fire service.
And what kind of tests are there for potential firefighters?
There's physical strength and physical abilities needed. We do test to a bleep test, if anyone knows of a bleep test, which is level 8.8 is a requirement you would require to get the initial stage of the physical side of stuff. You're also tested within maths and English. Either if you have GCSEs, then it's grades A to C. Otherwise, we do test to functional skills level 2. We do that via the SHL website. And other than that, there is a lots of other aspects of the assessment process, such as role plays, interviews, judgmental skills. So it's quite an in-depth process, but it's to get the right people, and like I say, the right people within our community to do the role.
Of course. And when can people apply for becoming a firefighter?
I'm going to pass that one over to Steve. We've got a couple of events coming up that maybe Steve can help with that one.
Yeah, we've got a firefighter recruitment open days taking place. It's at Agecroft Community Fire Station, and the postcode for that is M27 8XS, and that's where it's open from 10 till 6 o'clock. People can turn up at any time during that day, and it's where they can find out more about the role. We'll talk to them about the selection process, and really for them to find out if it's for them. After that, we would be inviting them to taster days where it's a bit more in-depth practical experience of it, and we're looking for the recruitment process to start in autumn. Selections will take place over that period, and we'll be looking to start a recruits course in winter time.
Now, what would you say are the benefits of being a firefighter?
I think it's giving back to the community. It's a respected role. There is shifts work that we do, but within that shift work you get a lot of time off, which does make it family friendly too. I'm married now, I've got 2 young boys, and I've got a 3rd boy on the way, so as much as weekends and nights are involved, it does give me a lot of time to make it family friendly as well.
That's very important, I think, especially in 2017.
Absolutely.
I'd like to add to that as well. It's like a really rewarding career for people to do. There's a lot of variety in the job, and it's just, you know, when you come home at the end of the day and you say, like, if you've saved somebody's life or you've made a real difference to somebody's safety, there's a lot of job satisfaction in that. So, you know, anybody who just wants a bit of a change or something that's really interesting, I'd say, you know, come along, find out some more, and I'm sure you won't regret it if you come and find out more.
Well, I'm sure that not just residents in Greater Manchester, I'm sure the whole country feels that there's nothing more worthwhile than the jobs that you guys do, really, especially when they've seen what's been happening. And how would you say the service has changed while you've been working for the fire service?
The service has changed a lot. It is very community-based now. Like I say, we're out in the community, we're doing a lot of prevention work, which obviously we've just spoke about a little bit before. And like I say, it's not your typical fireman Sam as we would all perceive our firemen to be out there. We are firefighters now, and we do really reflect our community and want to try and reach to the diversities of that to reflect it even further.
Also, if anybody's interested at all to find out more about the Fire and Rescue Service and our colleagues in the other emergency services, and we work so well with them now, we do a lot of joint training together and we have a really good relationship with them. But for the rest of the community to see that, come and find out all about what we do and have a really good day out. We have the Greater Manchester 999 Day at the Trafford Centre. That's on Thursday the 3rd of August from 10 till 4 again. Turn up any time, but we've got literally all the different emergency vehicles that we use, that the other services use. So if you're interested in a career in the police, in the fire service, in the ambulance service, come along to that. It's absolutely fantastic, great day out. And even if you just want to bring the children or the family just for a day out, really good day out for everybody. So we'd actively encourage people to go there. And obviously there's great shopping as well if you want to do a bit of shopping after you've seen us.
Oh, that sounds like the perfect combination. Something for the kids and something for parents as well. And do you guys have anything to add to that?
I think the only thing we would add from recruitment, if anybody is interested and wants to find out more other than the open days, you can actually go onto the email us at joinus@manchesterfire.gov.uk, which again we can, if we can ask Sarah to put that up for us, that'd be great.
We will do that, no problem.
Lovely.
Thank you very much, Jane and Steve, for coming on the radio, and to John and Sophina as well for talking to us, to our listeners, about fire prevention, fire safety and recruitment as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Awaz Community Radio. If you have any questions about today's show, please get in touch with us. Email us. It's awazcommunityradio@gmail.com. You can call us 0161 839 9817. We're on Facebook. Just type in Awaz Community Radio or tweet us at Awaz Radio 122. Thank you for listening. Take care and have a great day.